Welcome back, guys, again to the channel. Today's episode, we are finally upgrading these non-working side marker lights on the H2 Hummer, the 2003. The front ones have quit working. They kind of started phasing out. The rear ones still work. They are the original equipment. And today we have a sponsor who sent us some new side marker lights for the 2003 H2 Hummer. And these lights are from D-Lumina. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna unbox this, we're gonna open it up, we're gonna check it out. So here's our box that they came in. D-Lumina. So all these are individually wrapped. Of course, they have the OEM plug style, so that ought to make installation pretty easy. And then they have a little clear wrap on there. As you can see, there's one LED, there's another LED. So we've got two LEDs. And you can find them on Amazon. I'll also put a link in the description below. They're offering a 10% discount. Type in Michael Ed in the promo and you'll get 10% off your order. So, all right, so here's the package. See if I can set this. And let's just get all these out, and then we'll head out to the Hummer, and hopefully this won't take very long at all. They look pretty good. The packaging is pretty nice. And there we have it, y'all. Some LED side marker lights from D-Lumina. All right, so first time doing this, y'all, no lie. I thought I was gonna have to get a little savage, and I kind of did a little bit, but it's nothing unrepairable. So as far as the tray goes, you just got to get up under it and lift it up. It's just got some compression tabs under there, and it just holds it under that lip. Just be mindful, you don't want to be too crazy and crack your plastics. The plug on here was right up under this piece of plastic, and I just got my thumb up in there sideways and pulled down on that tab, pulled out on that tab and pulled down. And then it was also held up here, and it was just held by tape. So I pulled that out. This is on that right passenger rear. I got the screws out. We'll clean this up. Mindful where it's coming from, because we got to get it back through the same hole, right? So yeah, I had to pull the panel out to see what I was doing to gain access right in there. And you can see that hole. There's a hole. There's two holes up there. Well, your light, your OEM, your GM OEM light is clipped in there like this. And when you get the D-Lumina lights, they let you know the little red dot means it is a red light, which goes on the back. And we've got one that's in yellow dot. It means it goes up front. The yellow turn marker, red marker. And they have different connections too. So the red ones plug in, have a female, and the front turn signal marker lights, side marker lights, have a male plug. So just getting to it was a little difficult. You also got to unhook. Maybe this goes up to the marker light up there. It's plugged into the other side. So it gets power, and then also you have to unplug your cigarette lighter accessory power that comes, oh, there's my hand in the way. Your cigarette accessory power that when you put the tray in, it's usually right there. You can plug stuff in while you're airing stuff up. Anyway, so you got to unplug those two things to get this light out of the right rear. So now we're going to plug her back up. So first of all, we got to do the fun part. And do that satisfying unwrapping of the plastic. Okay, next, putting our light in, and it does have a little foamy gasket on there that comes with it. And we just got to get this through the proper hole, which doesn't seem to be too hard. Maybe a little hard one-handed, but and I'm going to go ahead and put a screw in to hold it in place, so that way when I let go of it, it doesn't pop out. All right. If you want to reuse this little dude right here, all it is clipped on like that. See if I can't get this pop off for you. Lift up, pull out. Pop this new one in. And there we go. That's ready to go back up in the fender well. Then we can plug, while we're at it, we can just go on and plug this light back in. There we go. And that's secure. And we can just pop all this back into place. Mindful of your clips. Put our package tray back in. So I don't know about you, but I've never used this spare tire. It's never been uncovered since I've owned it. We got to get this bad boy out of the way to get into that so we can get back there. So we have to pull this panel off. I'm not sure if you got a rear spare tire carrier on your Hummer, you're already one step ahead of the game. All right, so I guess the first step is to take this cover off, which has never been off this thing. I mean, this thing has not even seen daylight, y'all. I don't know, maybe it has been. I've never used it. Interesting to break out the OEM tire tool kit here. And I guarantee that's how we get this bad boy off of there. And that thing was in that little bitty pocket. Nope. Yeah, looks like this thing is, golly. Any trouble on the front half. Come on out here, big old tire. Wally. So these bolts, 18 millimeter. Monstrosity. Seriously, I think we just improved our fuel mileage. So I just got in here with a pry and pried these two out. That's what I did over on that side. Wiggle, wiggle. Ooh, I see it right there too. Okay, so it's set up just like that one. It's up there on the fender well. So we're going to try and save that pin, that push pin. Hey, I got a really good look for y'all. This is a lot easier than trying to dig in your hand in there. Check this out. Yeah. There's the tail light, or the side marker light, I'm sorry. My hand covering it. And there's that pin right there. So I'm gonna try and pry it off that fender well and unclip it, and we'll be good to go. There we go. All right. Undone. We're going to put that clip on there, so that way we can push it back up on the fender well. I did get a little savage with it, but it's there. And we can remove the protective film. Whee! I'm going right through that big old square hole, like everything else on this truck. Square. I'm gonna go ahead and put my screws in here. That way, I don't have to worry about it falling out when I'm messing with that plug. Yada yada. You know, 4 hands are better than 2. Plug it back in, and we're going to put that back in the fender well. There we go. Got a little bit of excess wire out the way. All right, now we can put this cover back on. So now I got it re-plugged in to the OEM plug. Pushed it back in, so we're good to go. So now what we're going to do is put this panel back on, and it's just getting it pushed back up to the window. Make sure everything is clear. They just push in, and these push in. Now this little trim piece on the end I took off because it overlips the 2 side panels here. So you got to get this trim piece off, and it's just 2 screws. It's 2 screws and like 4,000 clips. screws out. Push it in. And they're just Phillips head screws, and they're right on the end. A good little pry tool. Not a lot of hard prying, just a little persuasion. Get them clips to pop. You know, Hummer, it's got a lot of clips, it's got a lot of plastic. That's the biggest downfall of the Hummer, is all the plastic. But we still love them. And I took a speaker panel off right there, and all it is 4 clips. Let my speaker back up. There we go. Tighten these up. Well, they're looking pretty good. This smoked lens on this black Hummer. I'm sure any color it would look good. If you had red, silver, even yellow, these smoked lenses are gonna look good. I'm just snugging them down. There we go. Glad they come with a gasket on the bottom, on the back side already. Gotta seal that off pretty good. It does a good job. All right, let's tackle these front marker lights. Should be a whole lot easier. There is our plug. Here's our OEM wire running to our side marker light. So let's get them off. Wiggle. Got a gasket. Material will come free. There we go. And that's it right there. That's fine. Alright. Fire it just a little bit. It's a big good time if you wanted to use a little alcohol wipe to clean that surface off with. I'm just going to finger screw in a couple of these screws just like before to hold this light so it doesn't fall while I'm working. Once we got our light on, just plug it back into the OEM connector. Like so. Put our access up into the holder. And we're good to go. Wow, that looks so good. That's the, man, that really that took like what? 2 minutes at the most. And that's unwrapping taking the plastic off. So just unscrewing them on this side. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle, wiggle. Break that gasket seal off. Free it up. There you go. Free there. OEM plug connector. Give it a little pull. Take it out of this keeper. Nah, you can't reuse that stuff. Feed her back through. That's another light down. New light coming in. Just like before, I'm just going to go on and thread it so it doesn't drop, hit anything, scratch anything. I know it's already got scratches on it, but we always want to try to take care of our rides. I mean, who don't? All right, that one's down. Put it right here in that little keeper. Plug it back up into the OEM connector. Put that back in the clip holder. Man, we're ready to shut the hood and turn on some lights. I'm just saying, wow, that looks so good. Those lights from D-Lumina, man, they turned out really, really good. I'm super excited on how these side marker lights turned out, man. Definitely gave the Hummer a whole new look. And thank you, D-Lumina. And if you guys are interested in lights, like I said before, go check out the link in the description below. You get 10% off. And like always, I hope this video was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, we'll see you guys later.